A very good day to everyone watching. We are Technovators from SMK St. Paul. As we know, mathematics is one of the main subjects in the school curriculum. Every student is exposed to mathematical knowledge from preschool up to secondary school. Mathematics aims to develop students' knowledge and skills and enable them to solve problems. In Form 4, we are introduced to a chapter called sets. Here, we are required to shape the Venn diagram. Our mathematics teacher introduced a method that was not in the textbook called numerical representation method. The idea was to represent each part of the Venn diagram with a single number to give representation of each region. Students were able to solve questions on shading the Venn diagram correctly. However, the conventional chalk and talk method used to illustrate this method was time-consuming and mundane. We also noticed that students are unable to recall this method used by the teacher. Teacher had to refresh the method during revision sessions. Therefore, we worked on developing an interactive tool to facilitate the teaching and learning process using the numerical representation method video. Onto the objectives. The general objective of this product is to improve student skills in identifying the areas to be shaded on the Venn diagram for set questions using an interactive tool. There are two specific objectives. Number one is to develop an interactive tool to shade Venn diagram using the number representation method video. Number two is to improve student skills in identifying areas to be shaded on the Venn diagram for set questions by using the number representation method video. The target group of this innovation is all Form 4 students.
Now, for the methodology and implementation process. The following flowchart represents the methodology of producing and testing the innovation number representation method video. Next up, the tools used to make the number representation method video are Powtoon software, Canva software, CapCut editing software, and the Form 4 mathematics textbook. Next is the application of creativity and innovation. The number representation method video incorporates two crucial elements that influences the quality of an animated video for teaching and learning process. One of the creativity and innovation element of number representation method video used is additional guide to self-learning. This is because textbooks does not provide additional guidance that allows students and teachers to obtain additional information. Number representation method video is an add-on to the vastly available textbook. This can improve the student's learning process and further support the self-learning process. Other than that is the use of two-dimensional graphics. This is said because the number of representation method video contains two-dimensional graphics. The use of colors and animation gives better visualization to the concept.
To study the impact of the number representation method video, the following steps were taken. First, the pre-test was carried out to identify the student's level before the intervention. Next, the students were taught using the number representation method video. Finally, the post-test was carried out to identify the student's level after the intervention. Based on the post-test and pre-test analysis, the pupils' achievement in the post-test showed a significant improvement. The ability and skill of the students to answer the set questions given is quite encouraging. The results of the study showed that the number representation method video helps to increase memory and understanding of the concept. Based on the results of the pre-test, 52 out of 62 students scored between 2 and 7 only. When examined, most of the students did not know which part of the Venn diagram should be shaded as they could not visualize the region needed to be shaded. Meanwhile, the post-intervention test showed a significant change in scores. Out of 10 marks, 52 out of 62 students scored between 8 and 10. Therefore, number representation method video helps improve student skills in answering set shading questions.
Form 4 Chapter 4 Sets Numerical Labeling Method. Before delving into the method, we need to recap three basic set operations. Union, commonly used as all, intersection, commonly used as same, complement, commonly used as except. The following are simplified in the table. With this prior knowledge at hand, here comes the fun part. Let's explore via question to shade the Venn diagram using numerical labeling method. We are given a Venn diagram. Determine Q intersecting R union P complement. Step 1. Label each of the parts with a number. Step 2. List down the parts of the sets according to the number. Step 3. Carry out the set operations using these numbers. Step 4. According to the result of the operation, shade the parts labeled by those numbers. Congratulations, you are able to shade the Venn diagram correctly. Now we will try to shade the Venn diagram using numerical labeling method to solve another question. We are given a Venn diagram. Determine x intersecting w complement union y intersecting z. Step 1. Label each of the parts with a number. Step 2. List down the parts of the sets according to the numbers. Step 3. Carry out the set operations using these numbers. Step 4. According to the result of the operations, shade the parts labeled by those numbers. From the final line, we can conclude that we need to shade parts labeled 1, 3, and 5. Congratulations, you are able to shade the Venn diagram correctly. Thank you for watching.